What is up, everyone? Danny from YLGV. And today, right now, I'm talking with Nate from Musify. So if you would just maybe introduce the project a little bit and tell us what it's all about.
Absolutely, it's great to be here. So iMusify, we really like to define iMusify as the smart economy for music. Much like NEO is promoting themselves as the smart economy, we are really pushing to become the smart economy for music, and we're really looking forward to becoming the leaders in decentralizing this industry, and in doing that, looking forward to solving many of the crucial challenges that artists face that are a result of these centralized institutions. And so I just want to emphasize that the power of decentralization for creators and for artists will really create an immense amount of opportunity in giving them the resources they need in the future.
Now, if you could just talk about the IMU token a little bit and really how that's going to be used in the entire ecosystem.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a great question. So the IMU token is our utility, and we often define it as the economic engine for our platform. And what that means is it'll allow for our peer-to-peer network for users to exchange value. So an example of what that could look like is we'll promote a mechanism that will allow artists to crowdfund using our IMU token. And in raising funds, they can then directly take that amount of tokens and go to our marketplace of producers and artists and musicians and promote and produce their album. So it's really a closed system that allows artists to raise funds and then directly produce and create on our platform. So it's really a key point of value in providing these resources and these opportunities, and we're really looking forward to developing more uses for it. One of the things we promote with iMusify is an open innovation system. So while we're beginning with this crowdfunding process, really the sky is the limit for what the IMU token can be used for. We have multiple user types, from artists, fans, entrepreneurs, producers, service providers, product providers. And as we develop and grow this network, I think the uses for the token are really going to grow and expand in amazing ways. So,
yeah. Awesome, that sounds great. Now, one of the things I see with music platforms today, a lot of times, with certain, even some of the biggest ones today, a lot of times lesser known artists get zero attention whatsoever, and the bigger ones get pushed to the top. Even sometimes some of them don't even have the highest quality music, yet just because their audience base is all over their tracks, they're getting pushed to the top. Do you think that down the line in the future that you guys will cater more to smaller artists and help everyone get some recognition, or do you think it might end up the same way as bigger platforms?
That's a great question as well, and I think at the beginning we're certainly going to focus on we like to define them as emerging artists. So young artists and groups that have some sort of community, whether they're just getting started or have been at it for a few years now, and have some work, but who are really looking to push the envelope and grow and achieve sustainable revenue. So down the line in a few years, I don't think there's any reason to stipulate between the larger artists and the smaller ones, because the people who stand to gain from our platform are the ones who want to do better for themselves. So if larger artists are treated better from these other platforms, they're welcome to stay there. But we feel very confident that, and we've experienced it all firsthand as artists, that the community and the network of each individual artist is so strong, in that each of these people want to value that and they want to respect that, and that's what we think will be the draw in coming to our platform.
Right, and that really leads a little bit into my next question. You talked about a little bit of it already, but how is iMusify different than other big platforms like SoundCloud, for example, than just the regular platforms?
Yeah, that's a great question too, and I think it really comes down to the community aspect. We developed as a community. We really promote the open source philosophy in our own company and within our own team, and I think that transcends into the artist community, because we're allowing for direct peer-to-peer interaction between artists and their fans. And I think that is such an immense value because it allows artists to see and to understand how their work is being experienced and actually track in a secure way how it's being enjoyed and who is using it. So I think that is an immense value that that our platform provides over existing platforms. So.
And do you think that eventually users could end up making iMusify their main source of income when they're uploading their content?
Yeah, I really do fully believe that. Whether an artist or a creator is making music to be enjoyed by fans, whether they're making soundtracks to licensed commercials, whether they're making a creative combination of audio and visual work, our network and our platform is a fully inclusive ecosystem. So there are multiple opportunities for artists to make multiple sources of income from their work. So I fully believe that iMusify will serve as not only an open model, but a fully inclusive model for artists achieving sustainable revenue.
Right. And then just another quick question, looking really how, like on YouTube today, they've been rewarding more users for the kind of content they put out, the kind of engagement they get, and really how long people watch the actual video. And if people end up leaving the video early, that video usually gets pushed down in results. Are you guys going to be using any sort of similar data in iMusify, and you guys see who's listening to the tracks, how much feedback a certain track is getting, and if people are actually listening throughout the entire song?
Right. So that's one of the downsides that YouTube presents is they as a system are doing the curating, and that's one of the main differences with iMusify is our curation is democratic in that our users decide. They are upvoting and downvoting and commenting. So we will play no part in deciding what is valuable and what is not on our platform. It is a fully democratic system where our users maintain all of that voting power.
Right. Yeah, I think especially now it's getting more important, and we're seeing it with cryptocurrency that people are finally starting to have a voice, using different governance examples and definitely with platforms such as this. So really what iMusify users are going to have a bigger voice than all the other platforms currently, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And I think if you look at the greater crypto landscape, businesses across the board are realizing that they have the freedom to kind of promote their voice in whatever they're trying to accomplish. And we're really just pushing that on a simpler, creative level for artists. Each artist has a voice that they want to be able to have heard, and we're making that happen.
And now with the blockchain, especially since it is starting to really pick up more attention, how do you guys think you're going to deal with any copycats or any competition that comes into the space?
We welcome them. We're an open source project, and if people want to take our stuff and run with it, they're going to do that. But we're moving fast, and we're building our community, and we welcome people to come and join us, and we're open to competition, and I think that anyone who comes into this space with the goal of bringing value back to artists is great for us.
Great. And then lastly, do you have anything else you want to say? If maybe you could elaborate on a few plans you guys have for the rest of 2018?
Absolutely. So we will be moving towards our iMuse token launch in May. We're going to be announcing some cool features and platform features on Neo News. So I recommend everyone stay tuned to Neo News today. It's a great media outlet. The guys are doing some really exciting stuff. Other than that, we're gonna be launching our initial platform this summer. So I encourage everyone to look for it. And if you have friends who are artists or you're an artist yourself, I encourage you to get involved with our project and reach out. So thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you iMusify for joining me here today. Now I'm going to send you guys over to Crypto Bud.